Hello and welcome. My name is Ira and I'm presenting today a new item for my shop. Actually, this is a new journal kit, junk journal kit, or you can just call it, just a kit of embellishments and a kit of supplies. Actually there will be 4 kits like that in my shop. I will post the links below the video. They are going to be literally almost the same in terms of the composition, in terms of what they have, but as all of these are authentic pieces, they are very different. Like the words, the patterns, the pictures, they will be different. So for you to see the better difference, I will post the pictures for the brightly different parts in Etsy in the list and description. So all in all, it comprises 163 plus or 160 plus items. So all of them are authentic and genuine, as I said. Almost all the texts are in Russian, Belarusian and Russian. These are local and vintage. Maybe it's not vintage, but it's definitely old Soviet Union books, Russian books, and Belarusian books as well. Some of them are modern. So let's get started. So these are, long story short, 5 tags, handmade tags. They are like this, look like this, and handmade envelope made of coffee dyed scrapbooking paper with 3 labels which say property of. These are the stamped images. Okay, so then a lot of calendar pages. This is the calendar for the next year. You can see the text on the back side. All of them refer to something really interesting, stories, recipes, and so on. They all show nice pictures from the country life. You can see that, and they all refer to nature. And these are 3 more pages of a different calendar, and 1 more calendar. This one is coffee dyed. It says 2020 November 28th, so it's nice this year. This is the gardening calendar, the calendar for gardeners, also for this year. 2 pages from some botanical book. It's a book on some plants, garden plants, and some ledger paper. Coffee dyed pages from students' books and notebooks. All of them are coffee dyed, checked, lined, just ready to be used in your journals. And this is the page from the school diary. And this one is the form to be filled by a tractor driver in the farm, at the farm, right? On the farm. 3 patterned paper pieces, and they all have some saying in Russian, quote in Russian, and I coffee dyed them as well. Can be also good for boho projects. 2 pages from some school reference book. All of the pages, and an assortment of book pages and different stuff in Russian and some other languages. They are all of different sizes, different even colors, so I think can create a nice assortment. So these are the pages from English-Russian dictionary, yes, of this nice form and size. Some pages from Russian English dictionary, 1 page from a French book, 2 pages from the book in Russian and French. It's a student's book. I was learning French. And I have it here. It's useless now and outdated, I would say. 2 pages from a botanical book. I have an assortment, a collection of medicinal plant books, so I add pages from them here. This is a very interesting page from actually it's typewriter, and this text is not printed out, it's typewritten, if you can say so. Some more pages with inventory pages or index pages from the botanical book in Russian, which gives the names of the plants, Latin names of the plants. So, some more books, book pages with different types of written stuff, and another dictionary page, 2 pages from a Russian English dictionary. More heavyweight book pages with a picture. And another page, it's an illustration from a botanical book. It's a nice picture of the mountains with this, color, nice vintagey color. Some more pages. And another set of dictionary pages, this one English, Russian. 3 music notes pages. All of them, these 2 are for Belarusian folk songs, and this one is just a note page from some Russian one. This is a page from the magazine, old magazine from 1990s. It is an old hunting magazine, and it is literally falling apart in my hands, and I even didn't have to tear out the pages, so they just look like that. They refer to hunt, but it's Russian, and it just depicts a dog, quite an innocent thing. And this is a newspaper page from the 12th of September this year, and this is devoted, it's a real, genuine newspaper. It's in Russian, and it gives a lot of recipes and some pieces of advice on gardening as well. Some pages from Russian Botanical magazine. This one is 2009. This one is the same, and one more. This is the flower catalog page. Okay, let me put that aside. So this is an envelope, a coffee dyed CD sleeve with a collection of maple seeds and a piece of birch bark. I found it as a piece of a driftwood, and can be used for decorations. Some twine. This one is velvetish. This one looks like grassy, and each is 1 meter long. 2 pieces of jute rope. This one can be used as a frame, and this is just a piece of a decoration or a composition. You can actually untwine them and get some kind of untwist them and get some kind of separate fiber. 2 pieces of medicinal plants packages. I do use the medicinal plants for treating myself and family. These are the ones. Okay, these are the cotton patterns. 5 pieces, they are cut out. One can be used as if you stitch, or if you do some patchwork, you can use this, or just for decoration for your journal. And 4 pieces like this, 4 cutouts, they can serve as leaves or as trees or something in your compositions as well, and they can give a lot of volume to it. This piece of handmade paper, it smells of a little bit probably of some hay, but actually it doesn't almost smell at all. And there are a lot of seeds and different particles, some leaves, you can see that, even petals. This type of paper is mostly good for decoration, for texture or anything else, but you can write on it, but it's not actually for writing. You have ordinary paper for writing. This one is more for texture and for some aesthetic pleasures. 3 more patterns. All the patterns will be different in different packages. These are cotton patterns, and they are not stamped. They are original there. I bought them like this. Also can be used for compositions or central elements for your compositions as well. This one is a seed package. I used these seeds a couple of years ago when I had a garden, and no longer. This one is a genuine envelope and a genuine letter. They belong to me, but so nobody will be hurt, and they are also authentic, and they are something like 90s, right? Then this time I included some paper napkins because I have a huge amount of them. All of them are botanical. One is 14 to 14 by 14 centimeters, and the rest are 30 by 30. All of them are also botanical. Nice. Yeah, the pattern is all the same, all over the 4 parts. Some orchid and some pattern like this. It can be used as a background. And then it comes the fabric. This is a nice piece of tapestry. Could be a good cover for some mini journal. This is authentic linen, checked linen, and 2 more botanical cotton patterns. So this is a piece of cotton with botanical pattern, and 1 more also can be. They are not coffee dyed because who knows, maybe you would prefer them to have like this. Also very botanical, I would say. Okay, I will press all this stuff before packing, so it will be even and flat. 1 big paper bag. Paper bags actually may vary from package to package. I don't have many of one type. And 1 more piece, which is the collection of 42 pieces. This is actually 1 more envelope, handmade envelope from 1993, and it's made of an old letter, as you can see, and an assortment of, is it all? Yeah, I think yes, of 42 pieces of fussy cut images, cutouts, die cuts, and stamped images that I then colored with watercolor, and like this, for example, just stamped fussy cut images, and a lot of die cut like this. They all definitely botanical. Yeah, some chipboard pieces as well, with flowers. I have a chipboard, flowers, butterflies, and even dragonflies as well. These ones, I mean, chipboard pieces are the same in all the packages. You have exactly the same chipboard, not the same chipboard, but the same type of chipboard in your package. The flowers may be different sizes. Okay, as you can see, they can fit different projects. Butterflies, some bookmarks, and so on. 1 more birdhouse, more chipboard, and a bird for the birdhouse, and some things like that. So all of them go here, and an old rusty paper clip. It's original as well, authentic. So I hope, and yes, here is an inventory. I hope some of you will find it useful, and I'm going to list all of the 4 in my Etsy, as I said, and the delivery is included into the total price. So what you see next to the listing is the final price you'll have to pay. But be careful, I know that there are, if you pay via Etsy, you will have to pay sales tax, maybe depending on the state you live in or something like that. But if you're paying outside Etsy, if you're buying directly, then the total will be reduced. First of all, due to the fact that you don't have to pay this sales tax. And secondly, I mean, if you are from America, as far as I know, Europe doesn't have to pay that. And second point is that half of this, a big part of the expenses will be dismissed if we avoid Etsy. But if it's more comfortable for you, you're welcome. So thank you. Yeah, and I'm going to make a video on some updates and further projects probably. So stay tuned, stay safe, and see you.